evening, everyone, and welcome to Grease Vision here. Getting ready for round number 2 of the TCR Sprint Car Series here live from the Eldora Speedway, the world's greatest dirt track. Qualifying is underway. Good. And qualifying is underway. Waiting on the results to come in. But we are back for round number 2 of the TCR Sprint Car Series. If you missed last week from Knoxville Raceway, we'll catch you up to speed real quick. Lockie Phillips had a very heated battle with multiple drivers throughout the night to capture his victory, but not without a little bit of controversy. There was a little bit of that as he got into Matt Grimm about midway through the feature that night. Not too egregious contact, but maybe enough that the stewards thought needed to enforce something. So he will be given an EOL for his heat race here coming up, whichever one he lands in. As well as we'll be missing missing his contingency money from that purse that's new for the 2026 TCR Sprint Car Series season. So. A little bit of drama here at the beginning of the season, but still a lot to look forward to. Again, just waiting on qualifying to wrap up. For the time being, it looks like Lockie Phillips is going to be your pole winner for tonight. He's going to set the fast time. If you're joining us, let us know. Leave us a comment. Make sure to give us a like on this stream and subscribe to Grease Vision. I very much so appreciate that. As does TCR Sprint Car Series. Got just a couple more minutes here in this qualifying session. But yeah, very heated battle last week between Lockie Phillips, Matt Grimm, Henry Fenson. Vince still never really got the pronunciation of his name, but Guerrieri. Quite a handful of guys really ripping the top side, but finding making the bottom work as well. But last week, we saw a lot of, I would say he was pretty dominant on the top. But, this week we're here at Eldora. They called itself the world's greatest dirt track, and I don't honestly disagree. I think this is at least one of the best racetracks in America. Very multi-groove racetrack, very racy, and it's going to put on a great show, whether you're running sprint cars, late models, or you want to, race around here on foot. That's going to be a great show as well. We've got just another minute here as we are going to let this session run out. Want to give everyone the best opportunity to try to get a good lap in. Again, if you're here, let me know. Looks like we are getting ready to go racing, so we will look at the starting lineup for heat number 1. Starting on the pole, but we'll be dropping to the tail end, is going to be Lockie Phillips. Starting on the outside will be the number 81 of Matt Wiedefer. In third. Give me just 1 second. Sorry. Oh, great. Having some issues with the lineup. As of right now, you'll obviously see it when we go green flag racing here. But it is time to go racing here at the virtual Eldora Speedway. Green flag in the air. We are underway for heat race number 1. It looks like it's Dersham who inherited that pole position is going to get a huge lead on the field. Matt Wiedefer hanging on strong in the second position. Here comes Lockie Phillips, though. Can't keep a strong man down. All the way to second position already on lap number 3. Ripping the high side. Coming to lap number 4, Lockie Phillips is hunting down Kyle Dersham. But Dersham really hanging on to that position. Doing a great job, has really earned that spot up there. Let's see if Lockie Phillips is going to have anything for him. Both go to the bottom of the racetrack. Phillips back up to maybe the middle. With 3 laps to go, Phillips back up top. Dersham back on the bottom. Going to get a little bit of a run here going into turn number 3. Lockie Phillips is there. 2 laps to go in heat race number 1. Lockie Phillips ripping the boards. And is going to get there to the bottom. White flag in the air. Lockie Phillips, your new leader. Can Dersham get him back down to the bottom of the racetrack? Going to pull a big slider. Here comes Lockie Phillips back on the bottom with the crossover. Down to the bottom into turn number 3. Off turn number 4. Lockie Phillips is going to win heat race number 1. And I got to say, what a drive. But I'll also say, I kind of saw it coming. So that penalty only cost him a couple bucks. Old Lockie Phillips. But it was Australian bucks. So remember that. So there's an exchange rate to where, you know, it cost him a little bit more than others. So I'm sure he was really taking that into effect here. Just kidding. All right. Heat race number 2. Having some issue here, so let's just look at the old UI. We'll just take a little gander. We'll just take a look behind the scenes here. Who gives a hoot? All right. Starting on the pole, it's going to be the number 10 of Henry Finson. Starting on outside the front row, the 14 of Seth Gregory. Defending champion of the series in the 91 car, Matt Grimm. The 151 in 4th is Trent Curtis. And starting in 5th in this heat race is going to be Joseph I can get this. Truskowski. Truskowski. Yep, that's it. That's the one. But I don't think he is here. He might have withdrawn from the event. So my pronunciation was all for nothing, unfortunately. But nonetheless, we are ready for Another round of heat racing, and I believe this will be the last heat race of the night. There's a total of 9 cars here, so 5 in the first, 4 here. 5 plus 4 equals 9. Anyway, pace truck is off. Underway in heat race number 2. Fenson with the big lead, but Seth Gregory does not let him get away. Neither does Matt Grimm. Neither does Trent Curtis. The whole field is under a blanket going into turn number 3. Fenson leads lap number 1. What can Seth Gregory do, though? Matt Grimm really looking for a strong run after last week's misfortune, but can't do a whole lot right now. It is looking pretty single file. Not sure Matt Grimm's going to be able to do anything for the time being. Lap number 4, Henry Fenson. Oh, Seth Gregory into the fence. Here comes Matt Grimm. He's going to try to capitalize on that mistake by Seth Gregory as we reach the halfway point. Matt Grimm now into the wall just a little bit. Three laps to go. Two to go right now. White flag this time by Henry Fenson with a big lead in a pretty comfortable position to try to win this heat. Oh, trouble! Seth Gregory gets into the inside wall. Something that's not too hard to do here at Eldora. Off of turn 4, Henry Fenson's going to win heat race number 2. Seth Gregory's going to hold on for second. Matt Grimm third. Trent Curtis fourth, and maybe a little retaliation after the checkers. Not sure what was going on there. And I believe that will be it for the heat race action. As we've got a warm-up here. 3 minutes at max. So we will let these drivers get warmed up and get ready for some racing. As we will be right back. Welcome back to the virtual Eldora Speedway as we are ready for feature racing here in the TCR Sprint Car Series. Starting on the final row in the number 37 machine, it's going to be Kyle Smith. Starting 8th in the number 151 car, it's going to be Trent Curtis. Starting 7th in the number 38 car, it's Vince Guerrieri. Starting 6th, number 91, the defending series champion, Matt Grimm. Starting 5th, the number 81 car, it's going to be Matt Wiedefer. 4th, in the number 14 machine, would be Seth Gregory. Starting 3rd, in the number 93 car, it's going to be Kyle Dersham. Starting 2nd, your heat race winner, in the number 10 car, it's Henry Fenson. And on the pole, from back to the front in his heat winner last week, it is the number 17 of Lockie Phillips. Green flag, we are feature racing at Eldora. Lockie Phillips with the lead, trying to prove that last week was no fluke. He leads lap number 2. No challenge so far except for Kyle Dersham. Caution is out. See if we can find the incident. Let's take a look at the replay. It looks like the 55 of Smith gets into Curtis. Technically netco, but I don't think it would have mattered if there wasn't. And definitely broke something on the 151 machine. And Trent might have brought that caution out himself. I believe that might have been the case. So Lockie Phillips, your leader. Seth Gregory, 2nd. Kyle Dersham, 3rd. Matt Grimm, 4th. Matt Wiedefer in 5th. Vince Guerrieri in 6th. Henry Fenson, 7th. Kyle Smith, 8th. Trent Curtis in 9th. As the pace truck is off single file up against the wall. And we're back underway at Eldora. Working lap number 4, Seth Gregory to the bottom, challenging for the race lead. Lockie Phillips gets into the wall just a little bit. That's going to allow those guys to get side by side. Coming off turn number 4, Lockie leads at the line, I believe, but Seth Gregory is there. New leader in the number 14 car, but a crossover by the 17. Caution is back out. Let's check and see who this might have been. Gonna guess it was the Kyle Dersham machine. This might have been all the way at the restart. I'm not entirely sure. But he was up there. Ah. Yeah, he just gets a lot of contact and just breaks, looks like the left front. There, and Admin Trent gives him the same treatment he gave himself. Give him some opportunity to get that car fixed. Looks like the lights are out on the pace truck. So we will go back to green flag racing here. Once we get back around, so Lockie Phillips still your leader. Seth Gregory second. Matt Grimm has worked his way up to third. Matt Wiedefer up to fourth. And Vince Gieri in fifth. Kyle Smith has worked his way up to sixth position. Henry Fenton back to seventh. Trent Curtis eighth. Kyle Dersham ninth as we are back underway. Working lap number 6. Lockie Phelps with a much bigger jump this time by Seth Gregory. Still there, almost swiped his rear end there. Like a good old dude wipe. Down to the bottom of the racetrack, here comes Seth Gregory. He's going to pull the slider on Lockie Phillips. Still can't lead the lap. Lockie, your leader at the line. Into the wall a little bit. Caution back out as just as Seth Gregory tried to get the lead. Man, Seth Gregory had some tough luck tonight with those cautions. The timing of the caution periods. So let's take a look. I'm going to guess it, oh man, might have been Henry Fenton. Let's check it out. Yep. Oh, now that was nasty net code. Golly. Let's look at that one again. Oh, yeah, he did nothing wrong there. Just some vicious net code from, I believe, the 38 car of Vince Gieri. Yeah, they were so clear. And then just net code sent him into the wall, collects Trent Curtis as well. So that is a tough break. Lights still out, still on in the pace truck. And again, tough break for Seth Gregory right now. He's been taking some big swings at the lead, and looks like he's gonna, maybe get it. Then the caution comes out, and he doesn't get to claim it. So putting on a heck of a show here, that is for sure. Again, Phillips, Gregory, Grimm, Vita Fergieri, Fenton, Smith, Curtis, Dersham, your order. Off of 4, green flag back in the air. Phillips with another big jump. So Gregory's going to just be steady, work his line, get his way back to the leader, as he's done the past couple times. Working lap number 10 of 30 in this feature. Oh, big contact by Seth Gregory into the wall. He hangs on to it. And this is my third year of broadcast of this series, and I see this all this contact into the wall. I gotta stop being surprised by it because these guys just they bang the cush, they bang the wall, and they just keep on trucking. I guess that's the asphalt in me. Coming to lap number 14, Seth Gregory is staying steady. Caution is out. I thought I heard something. Let's take a look. Ah. Yep, found it. Oh, big contact. Trent giving out a lot of these, I don't want to call them courtesy, but helpful cautions to these guys tonight. It is again for Henry Fenson. Get some contact from, I believe, Vitafer, and decides he wants to go USAC sprint car racing without his wing. Tough night for Fenson after such a great run last week. But he got his nuts busted by the Buster Nuts car. Hate to see it. Again, if you're here, let us know in the chat. Got a few people here. Mike McConville. Yeah, you missed it, buddy. 8:15 every Tuesday. Cameron Schaefer's here. Pulling for KD. I'm assuming that is for Kyle Dersham. And Chester Hughes also rooting for old KD. Phillips, Gregory, Grimm, Vitafer, Fenson. Your top 5 as we go back to racing. Working lap number 14. Gregory back into the wall. Oh, trouble for Matt Grimm. We know where that one came from. Oh man. And the misfortune for Matt Grimm just continues on into week number 2. He was side by side with Gregory. Gregory gets into the wall. Oh my gosh. Gregory gets into the wall and collects Matt Grimm. That is unfortunate. Gosh, man. God, this was virtual racing. Tough break for defending series champion Matt Grimm. Having a tough go at it. Second week in a row too. It's been around the mid-race point. Running in the top 3 and just some misfortune. Pace truck still out. Coming to 1 to go this time by, I would assume. So Phillips, Gregory, I would assume now Gieri. Now in third, because scoring still showing Matt Grimm in third, but I believe it's going to be a 38 car. Trent Curtis in fourth. Kyle Dersham worked his way back to fifth. Old KD. So the pace truck is off. It is not off. I'm sorry. Thought we were 1 to green. Now we're 1 to green. Now the pace truck is off. As we're back to green flag racing. Lockie got a shot from Seth Gregory there. Seth Gregory's got the long run pace, I believe. He's going to be able to get by him if he can just get a green flag run, but that's kind of been the holdup for him so far. $13.5 to go. Seth Gregory now making that pace work for him for the time being. Let's see if he'll have the time to get around Lockie Phillips. But Lockie is smooth right now, except for that little wall tap right there. But he'll hang on. 12 laps to go. Here comes Seth Gregory working the high side. And once again, like clockwork, the caution is out. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's going to be this guy right here. Oh, another hard shot into the wall there. A lot of these cautions tonight, but I don't mean that as a knock. I commend Trent and Matt for giving these guys a chance to really be able to race, make this as realistic as possible, not making these guys have to go laps down for something that would have been called in the real world. Looks like we are 1 to green. Chevrolet pace truck off. We are back to racing. And here comes Seth Gregory with 10 laps to go. He's going to turn up the intensity a little bit. Getting a little more aggressive. He stays on the rear of Lockie Phillips. He goes to the outside, trying to make a big run, work to his advantage. Lockie Phillips in big time control here with 7 laps to go. Seth Gregory hoping for just one decent run here to the checkers just to have a shot at this win. Coming up 5 laps to go this time, both to the bottom of the racetrack. But Lockie Phillips is in big control here. Both ripping the fence, ripping the boards. Seth Gregory, big time slide to the bottom. Can he make it stick? New leader, it is Seth Gregory. Crossover by Lockie Phillips. Side by side down the backstretch going into turn number 3. Gregory on the bottom. Can he make it stick once again? Yes, he can. 3 laps to go. Seth Gregory, your leader. Slider by Lockie Phillips. It's Slide Job City here, coming to 2 laps to go. Who's going to cross over at the right time? Gregory, once again the leader, seems to be in much more control now than he was before. Lockie Phillips to the bottom, to the top. Gregory to the bottom, coming to the white flag this time by into the wall is Gregory. Here comes Lockie Phillips on the bottom. Side by side coming in turn number 3. Off of turn number 4. Lockie Phillips wins it. Wow. Holy cow, and big wreck out for the checkered flag. Lockie Phillips back-to-back undefeated in 2026 in the TCR Sprint Car Series with a huge, huge effort by Seth Gregory. That one might sting. That one might sting for Seth. He had the lead and just got a little bit into the wall at a very unopportune time. But how about Lockie Phillips? Kind of lost control of the race and just did Lockie Phillips things and had fortune go his way. How about that? Well, we got Seth here. Let's see if we can talk to him.
I thought I was supposed to be on the
Seth Gregory, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Hey, man. Tell me about it.
I honestly don't know. It seemed like all the odds were against me the entire race, pretty much, and every time I had a good enough run to get around him, the yellow would come out. Every time I went to try to make a move, the yellow would come out, and then at the end there, finally had some good green flag laps. I kind of found a little something. He was messing up a little bit through 1 and 2, and was able to carry some more speed. And 3 and 4, I kind of ran a different line than what he was doing too, just trying to keep my momentum up and trying to stay as straight and smooth as possible. And he ended up getting me there at the very end after throwing some sliders and some good, nice, hard racing there at the end.
It was indeed nice, hard racing by both you guys. It was definitely Slide Job City at the end, but it seemed like you had overcame all those cautions that were really biting you in the butt to got you a good green flag run and got that lead, found control over Lockie Phillips. But talk me through what happened on the last lap. Was there just you mentioned the car might have had some issues there? Was it more the car? Did something break? Was there a mental error? What happened?
Nah, it was honestly all me. I knew I had to drive it as hard as I could into 1 and 2 because I knew he was right there behind me, and just a little mistake cost that race. I'm gonna straight up, that's what happened. I just made a mistake, and he was there. Knew he was there going down the backstretch. Tried to block the slider, I knew if he slid me, it was pretty much over because there was a good moisture patch there off of 4. So I tried to make sure I could get into it, but he just was able to hold it down and carry a little more speed throughout that corner and just get me there at the end.
Well, high intensity racing is going to lead to some high intensity moments like that, and it happens. But well of a run tonight. Anybody you want to thank for it?
Oh yeah, I want to thank Logan Trimmer. He's got me on this team, and we've been on rails ever since I joined. And also Aiden Beerline with RTB, one of the best setup shop out there. Go ahead, check them out if you need a little help getting a little quicker, or if you just want to get a lot faster and be able to run upfront and Pro Series races and qualify for them. Go ahead, check them out for their fastest setup shop.
10-4. Thanks, Seth.
Thank you.
Seth Gregory, your runner up tonight. Pretty dejected, um, but understood what happened, and took it like a champ, raced like a champ, and had a. I think he's got something to hang his hat on. So let's talk to the winner here. Lockie, you got me.
Yeah, I got you.
Man, well, first of all, back to back after a little bit of controversy after Knoxville last week, but somehow pulled off another perfect run. Tell us about that.
Yeah, somehow bounced back after getting end aligned in the heat, so which was good. Drove me way forward through that, and I knew I could go for quick time. It was just I was more worried about the heat starting at the back, but got a bit of an easy heat, so managed to drive through. I mean, it still was tough there trying to get past that last car. I can't even remember who it was. I think it was Vince up the front there, and yeah.
Yeah, you were in a big hole to start this thing, but you drove through that heat race like it was butter, and dominated most of this feature. Seemed like your only competition was Seth Gregory, and the cautions might have gone your way a little bit, but at the same time you had really checked out on the rest of the field. But what was it like battling with that 14 car, particularly there at the end?
Oh, it was so concerning because the top was not in when he was really quick. And I was like, oh god, where do I run? Didn't know where to be. Just had to run the grip, sort of that slider line to the wall. Well, earlier it was like slider line to mid track and then out. And I'm like, oh, please top come in, because yeah, it generally needs to build momentum around this track. And to build momentum, you definitely need that top in 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4. The slider line still was working there, so I could hear him. Could hear the car noises behind me. I think he hit the wall a couple of times because I heard him hit the wall. I'm like,
Yeah.
is that a car in the wall? Yep. So I definitely heard him because there was no mirrors tonight. So definitely trying to listen out to hear what was behind me and try and just focus on that line.
That's what it took. Just focusing on the line. There's a lot of question as to I never questioned the legitimacy of your win at all, but I know some did, but there's no questioning this tonight that you were the guy. So anybody you want to thank for this run?
Yeah, I'll just add there, like every restart, when we kept getting restarts, the line would change too. Like it wasn't the same line every yellow. It was slightly different the whole time. So that was also not not great when you're trying to hold off Seth, because me and him went toe to toe in that last race of last year. So definitely knew it was coming. He puts on a good race, Seth, and just got to race him hard back, and that's what I did, and ended up holding off for the win. So yeah, just like to thank you guys for broadcast, Trent for the league, all the boys at Evolution Sim Sports. Henry jumped back in tonight, got some time off of work, which is great, and our partners ABR Setup Shop, Graham Electrical and Data, Premium Designs, Colours and Computers, Skid Kings, JJ and SC Racewear, iRacing Down Under, Premium Cinematography, and Down Under Sim TV. And yeah,
I feel like you got that list down by now. You have to say it so often.
oh yeah, it's a bit long, but yeah.
Well, it's good to have guys behind you. So, good run tonight. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. I'm going on holiday, so yeah, have
Oh,
fun.
all right. That's a development. That's something to keep note of for next week. So, we'll see
Yeah.
you soon.
I'll miss what is it, Limaland next week, and then Williams Grove, and then I'll be
believe
back for
so.
the next race after that.
Okay, so 2 weeks. All right, that's gonna really shake up things here in the TCR Sprint Car Series. So, thanks, Lockie. We'll see you soon.
See you, mate.
Lockie Phillips with a big win tonight and some news. The points leader is going to be out for a couple of races, so going to open up this championship quite a bit. So with that, let's get his teammate here, Henry Fenson. Henry, you got me.
Yeah, I gotcha. How you going?
Hey, we're good, man. Just watched a heck of a race, and I know a lot of the attention was up front, but I'll tell you, you had a whale of a night. You were back and forth. You got the nastiest net code I've ever seen in a dirt race, and walk us through this roller coaster.
Yeah, it's quite different from last week. I managed to keep myself out of trouble, but yeah, I think I started it for myself on the first lap. I just got caught in the fence out of 4, and I broke something, and I came off the fence and was trying to steer a bit, and it cranked left, and I turned down into Matt, and accidentally just straight to the side of his car and knocked him. So took a fast spare, went to the back, drove through some guys, was on the outside of someone, thought there was plenty of room, and then I just got thrown into the fence. So yeah, it was about 2 meters worth of net code there.
Yeah.
And then yeah, got going again. Track kept changing every restart, so I think it was a lot of times just if you pick the right line to someone else, you just managed to grab a spot through that corner. The bottom started coming in a bit, but very hard to hit. I couldn't quite hold it enough to do it consistently. And then yeah, last restart from 4th, I didn't get a great restart. Matt got past me. I thought, oh, that's going to be hard, but managed to get back past him pretty quickly, move into 3rd, but by then Lockie and Seth were just too far gone. I didn't really have anything to catch up to them at the end, but it was good to watch.
Yeah, it was great to watch, and the guys up front, the whole field was amazing. You were back and forth on that. You mentioned the lines changing. I mean, what was kind of the strategy to try to get back up front? Managing the lines. You mentioned how some parts were better than others at some points. I mean, how did that work to your advantage?
Yeah, so just trying to, that's a handy thing with the cautions. You can sort of stop and slow down, just look where the slick's moving, see where it's actually sitting. Try and find grip, basically. If you can enter a bit high and then come off the cushion, there's a bit of grip in the middle somewhere, or maybe there was even one point I was entering up, sort of diamonding up around the slick and then driving back through. Just trying to find grip on lines where someone else isn't running, and just if you can get it right, it works. But those lines get really tricky to hit every lap.
I guess one more question I'll ask for you, and you kind of benefited from this, but had a lot of cautions tonight that were, I would assume, were thrown by the admins for just for damaged race cars. What's your opinions on that? Do you think that was a lot? Are you for that? What do you think?
I guess it depends on your situation. If you've got a 5-second lead, you don't want that. But if you're the guy that's got the damage, you want that. So it's just kind of like it goes back and forth. I think it's good. It's not a big field, so it's I guess it's good. Just keep everyone in with a chance. And it's everyone gets to race together and have fun. You don't have someone with a broken car rolling around for 5 laps in everyone's way, just waiting for a caution.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just one of those things where you can have your positives with and without. I don't mind it. It definitely helped me tonight, so I definitely won't be against it.
Good answer. You get to keep your toe money this week. Just kidding. Anybody you want to thank for your run tonight?
Yeah, just like to thank all the boys at Evolution Sim Sports. Again, Lockie, he's just really good help out there in the clean air, letting me know what was working for him. ABR Setup Shop, Graham and Electrical Data, Premium Designs, Cataclysm Computers, Skid Kings, JJ and SG Racewear, iRacing Down Under, Premium Cinematography, Down Under Sim TV. Thanks to Trent and the boys for putting this on. Luckily, some things changed for me, so able to come back and have another run and had an absolute ball. So, thanks to those guys, and thanks to you for putting on the broadcast. Can't wait to watch it back after this.
For sure. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you here again soon.
Thanks, mate.
Henry Fenson, third place finisher. Well, that will do it for tonight's TCR Sprint Car Series action from the Eldora Speedway. Race number 3 coming up next week from Limaland. And again, big news in that interview. Lockie Phillips, the winner of the first 2 races, gonna be on a vacation here for 2 races. So gonna really tighten up this field. We're gonna see what he can do once he gets back for Lanier after the 4th race. So gonna be fun to watch. Well, again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you allowing me into your homes for these races. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next week from Limaland Speedway.